Imagine a world where the person you believe you know best is actually a mystery. A subtle game of deception unfolds, hidden beneath the surface of charm and affection. We are diving deep into the complexities of female psychology to reveal a set of behaviors often overlooked that might indicate a woman's past involving multiple partners. These signs, while not definitive proof, should serve as red flags for those seeking long-term commitment. Be prepared, for the truth can sometimes be unsettling. We will explore 7 telltale signs, each carefully dissected to help you navigate the treacherous waters of modern relationships. But before we delve in, understand that our goal isn't to cast judgment, but to provide crucial insights. Stay with us to the very end of this exploration, because the final revelation will challenge your understanding of relationships. This is more than just a list. It is your guide to guarding your heart. There will be 7 chapters of information. Chapter 1, the emotional barrier. One of the initial signs that a woman may have had a considerable number of past partners is her tendency to maintain an emotional distance. It's as if an invisible wall surrounds her, preventing genuine intimacy and connection. Instead of embracing vulnerability, she might display an aversion to deep emotional closeness. This is not just simple shyness. It's a calculated distancing mechanism that arises from potentially having had too many partners. Each fleeting relationship might have carved emotional scars, leading to the development of defense mechanisms to protect herself from future heartbreak. This can result in relationships that remain on a superficial level, lacking the depth and raw honesty necessary for a lasting connection. Meaningful bonds are forged through shared vulnerability, something that is missing when there's an emotional barrier in place. Without heartfelt discussions and the willingness to truly expose one's soul, true understanding of one another's needs and desires becomes almost impossible. This constant emotional withdrawal ultimately leads to frustration, creating an imbalance of power that can make relationships feel unfulfilling, preventing real growth and making a lasting partnership nearly impossible. For any long-term relationship to flourish, emotional closeness is fundamentally important. Chapter 2. The ghosts of relationships past. If your partner often compares you to her ex-boyfriends, it should be a red flag that she's had multiple previous romantic connections. This behavior suggests that she hasn't truly moved on from her past relationships and is still subconsciously evaluating you through the lenses of past encounters. Such comparisons are inherently damaging to a relationship, planting seeds of insecurity and resentment that can fester over time, making you constantly question your worth and feel as if you are always under a microscope. What's worse is that this prevents the existing relationship from growing and developing uniquely, as it is perpetually being judged against historical standards. To establish a thriving long-term relationship, it is crucial for both partners to fully embrace their present bond, free from the shadow of past experiences. The constant comparison with ex-boyfriends slowly destroys mutual trust and self-esteem, which is what makes the very foundation of any healthy relationship crumble, making it harder to build a genuine connection that is built on trust. Chapter 3. Dismissing health concerns. When a woman shows a noticeable lack of interest in discussing health-related topics, this could potentially be an indicator of multiple past partners. This evasive behavior might suggest that she is concealing crucial information about her past experiences or current practices. Avoiding this crucial conversation can create a sense of distrust and worry, as health is essential for a secure and healthy relationship. The lack of open communication about these very important matters prevents both partners from feeling safe and protected, something that's essential for any long-term relationship. Furthermore, the deliberate avoidance of health discussions can give rise to misunderstandings and compatibility issues that are vital for a successful partnership. To build a robust and lasting relationship, it is crucial to have open and honest dialogue about all facets of the partnership life, including health. Being transparent in this area is essential for reinforcing trust and ensuring the collective well-being of both partners, establishing a firm and stable connection. Chapter 4. Tales that don't quite add up. If your partner tells ambiguous or inconsistent stories about her past, that may be a telltale sign that she has had multiple partners. This behavior suggests that she is potentially hiding key details about her previous connections, which can severely erode trust. The contradictions in her stories can leave you feeling insecure about her truthfulness and her true motives. This situation complicates building a solid bedrock for the relationship, since honesty and transparency are what underpins it. Furthermore, constantly uncovering conflicting narratives can fuel the speculation, triggering you to question what else she might be concealing, adding tension and a sense of unease. For any long-term relationship, it is vital for both partners to be candid and transparent about their past. Without this level of openness, it's almost impossible to establish a genuine and lasting connection, creating an environment ripe for conflict. Chapter 5: The Cult of Appearance. If you find that your partner is overly focused on her physical appearance and that of others, it is most likely that she's been through multiple relationships. This specific behavior suggests that she may have learned to value herself and others, mostly based on looks which could come from her past interactions with past partners. This fixation can have a detrimental impact on the long-term relationship, as it often overlooks the deeper and more important aspects of a relationship, such as trust, emotional and personal connection. A partner that places undue emphasis on physical appearance can make you feel constantly evaluated and judged, leading to insecurities and pressure. Furthermore, this attitude may indicate a lack of interest in developing a relationship based on deeper values and compatibility. For a durable and long-lasting relationship, it's crucial that both partners value more important attributes such as communication, mutual support, and shared goals. Fortunately, to those of us who are less conventionally attractive, women like this won't even bat an eye in our direction. Chapter 6: Shifting Sands of Priorities. When a woman displays rapidly changing priorities that constantly exclude her current partner, it may point towards her having had multiple relationships in the past. This specific behavior suggests that she has not learned to integrate her life with a current partner, which could stem from a habit of switching partners quite often. This inconsistency can have a negative impact on a long-term relationship, as one partner may feel as though they are constantly ignored and underappreciated. If you always feel left out of her plans, you might wonder what your place is in her life, triggering a deep-seated feeling of insecurity and mistrust. The inability to have joint priorities can hinder the growth of the relationship. For a strong partnership, it is vital that both partners consider each other in their decisions, fostering a shared vision and creating a feeling of mutual support. Without this, the relationship could risk becoming unfulfilling and fragmented. Chapter 7: The Intimacy Revelation. And this is the most telling point. When a woman shows an excessive degree of ease with physical intimacy very early in the relationship, it could be a big indicator that she has had multiple partners in the past. This particular behavior suggests that she is accustomed to physical closeness devoid of deep emotional commitment, which can severely affect a long-term relationship. This lack of reservation may make you question whether what you share is truly unique or just a recurring pattern from past experiences. Also, the absence of boundaries may indicate a disregard for personal and emotional boundaries, which ultimately leads to less meaningful connections. For a healthy long-term relationship, it is fundamental to establish intimacy based on trust and mutual respect, rather than just on the fleeting comfort of the moment. Without this solid basis, a relationship might stagnate and never reach its full emotional depth. Thank you for sticking with us to the very end of this video. Now, as promised, we arrive at the conclusion. We have gone over 7 subtle yet powerful signs that indicate a woman may have had multiple partners. These insights are not intended to judge, but to equip you with crucial knowledge for navigating the complexities of relationships. Remember, the goal is not to be paranoid, but to be informed. Each of these signs is not a surefire indication on their own, but rather a possible sign that you must be careful. It is important to look at the complete picture, taking the information as tools rather than judgment calls. We have explored the emotional walls, the ghost of past partners, the avoidance of health matters, the inconsistent narratives, an obsession with appearance, unstable priorities, and the revealing lack of reservation and intimacy. The final sign shows us that the lack of emotional or physical boundaries that comes with a long history of partners can be a serious red flag. By understanding these signs, you will be more prepared to build a deeper and more lasting connection. This information helps you understand relationships better and make your own choices. However, it's crucial to keep in mind that human beings are not one-dimensional and can change. A person's past doesn't define their future, and we are all capable of growth. While understanding past behaviors is important, the real value lies in how we engage in the present. Ultimately, the only way to truly understand another person is to embrace open communication, empathy, and a genuine curiosity about who they are now. A past relationship history doesn't automatically condemn someone to a difficult future relationship. Every relationship must be treated individually, as we all change over time. The goal of this video is not to create fear or mistrust, but to provide the context to look at your relationship through a more nuanced perspective, a perspective that focuses on honesty and understanding for a truly lasting and rewarding partnership. What you do with this knowledge is completely up to you. But be warned, sometimes our own inner demons are the real red flags.